Well, Mr. Ranger. Well, Mr. Ranger. We are live. We are live. Live. It's 6 a.m. You know what time it is. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Coffee. All kinds of wake up goodness going on. Oh, coffee. Well, thank you for joining Mr. Ranger Dog and I this morning. Yes, thank you. Let me kind of scoot this up. Fix that. There we go. Good morning. Mr. Ranger Dog and I are getting up and about. It was super duper super windy last night. Still super duper super windy, so my bus was just a rocking, kind of swaying in the wind. Oh yeah. Take this forward just a little bit there. There we go. That's much better. Much better. So yeah, I slept very, very strong last night. I think that was because of the wind. Oh, good morning, Gomez. Good morning. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy. In your neck of the woods, Mr. Ranger Dog and I are having a cup of coffee. Well, I'm having a cup of coffee. Ranger Dog is, I don't think he's, Hey, good morning, Brother Eric. Good morning, brother funeral host. Hope all is well, swell, and totally hip and groovy. And cheers, by the way. Coffee time in the old VW bus. Coffee time. So, yep, I'm going to go to work until 1 today. And I got to take Mr. Ranger in for his Ranger Dog vet checkup. And he get his medicine and all that groovy jazz. Woke up for a few at 4:02. Aw, thank you, Gomez. Thank you. I know you said you was hoping you was just going to sleep on in this morning. Cheers. So, yep, today's the last day. It's supposed to be decently, not warm, but in the 50s. And then tonight it's supposed to get super cold. It's going to drop back into the teens again by the end of the weekend. Well, get yourself a cup of coffee, Gomez. Percolate yourself some wake up goodness. Wake up goodness, you know. So, yep. I'll go to work today, half day, and then I'll drive to Hera, which will be about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the traffic from work, and then I'll sit there until they can get Mr. Ranger Dog in, because they're going to squeeze him in. And then if I have a little time, I might go play some frisbee golf. Froth if you're from Canada. On YouTube, there is a video of cats still stealing dogs' beds. Oh my gosh, Eric. That's probably a common thing with poo cats. They like to take puppy dogs' beds. Let me read some comments here. Need some double coffee, huh? I actually woke up at 5:30 this morning. I always have my alarm set at 5:30 just in case I do sleep in, because I always call my mom at 5:30 every morning. I call her every evening at 5 and then again at 7:30. So I always make sure I have my alarm set for 5:30 in the morning, because normally I don't sleep in. Normally I'm up by 5 a.m., 4:45 a.m. in my neck of the woods, just how I am. But like I said, my bus was just kind of swaying last night with the wind blowing it around, so I slept very, very comfortably, very strong, very sound. So when that alarm went off, I was like, boom, I was out, I was up, getting stuff ready because I had to get the coffee ready, I had to get Ranger fed, I had to get everything together, I had to bring my topper, get everything out of my topper because I'm going to bring my topper down before I leave. Because like I said, it's super windy here. And I don't want my, I don't know if you can see all the topper kind of swaying. Yeah, that's the wind mushing it around. You know, Gomez, you know, since my pops passed away, I have found you can call them anytime you want, you know, your loved ones, you just talk to them. You just talk to them, and if you listen with the right set of ears, they talk back. They talk back. They either talk back in your ears or talk back in your heart. And that's what I have found since my pops passed. Him and I talk a lot. Sorry, I get a little emotional when I think of my dad. You know, I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed to have my mom still here. My mom survived breast cancer twice. Once in the 90s, and again she had it in the mid 90s, and again in 2004. And here it is, 2018, and my mom's still trucking along, you know. So we're all blessed to have parents, you know, in a way. We're all blessed. Okay, I'm just gonna get off that subject because it's Copy Talking, the old VW bus. Oh, me too. I was talking about, when I talk about my pops, you know, I get a little emotional, but I always hear my dad, especially when I'm at work and I get really busy, and sometimes I get a little overwhelmed at work, and I can just hear my dad saying, make him a good employee, Brad, just make him a good employee. So yes, moving on. I need to get some more ambiance for the bus. I have all kinds of knickknacks that I can put, sorry folks, I can put, you know, up here for good ambiance. I took a lot of my knickknacks out because of saving space. You know, when you're living in a small space, you need to have as much space as you can. So itty bitty knickknacks are kind of pointless. But now that I'm doing, you know, live feeds from the old VW bus, it's always nice to have, you know, knickknack, patty whack, give this dog a bone type of dealio. Check this out, folks. This is a mini disc. Ain't that cool? It's actually a marker for marking your spot. So yeah, in a way I am hoping that I get a little disc golf in today. A little bit of disc golf in today. Because like I said, it's supposed to turn cold after tonight, and I'm gonna be working all day Saturday, and depending on the weather here, because it may or may not snow, it may not freeze and rain, I don't know yet. I may drive down to see my family, up to see my family because it's going north, and of course be back either late Sunday night or super early Sunday morning back to work, or Monday morning. Sorry, I'm still trying to wake up. Here. Plus I gotta keep an eye on the time. 6:09. It's still early. We're still early into the vlogcast. See, I can't even speak yet this morning. I'm trying to wake up. Copy. It says it is a comfortable 70 degrees in the old VW bus. Oh yeah, brother. Check this out. I'm actually sitting on my disc golf bag right now. Yeah, so y'all can see it. Oops, sorry, Ranger. That's my bag, of course. It has a folding chair. And there's a backpack, you know, these are my backpack straps. So I can just carry it around, but yes, it's a chair, has a chair that folds out. And yeah, Innova is a big disc golf maker, a lot of discs. That's all I fly is Innova stuff. Oh yeah, there's Ranger's breakfast. He hasn't quite wanted to start chowing away on it yet, but yeah, that's my bag. It's my disc golf bag. Like I said, I was just sitting on it, just having myself a cup of coffee. But yeah, I was just dreaming. It says Cool Aqua-Cola, the thing was completely redone, brand new, and it's in the UK. So the steering wheel's on the right. Yeah, the steering wheel would be on the right side. I've seen. Whoa. You fell. Sorry. I need to get a good tripod. I'm gonna invest in a tripod sometime in the near future. So yeah, sorry. I'm just put this back. Yeah. Yeah, your steering wheel would be on the right side, and your sliding door, or yeah, on the right side, and your sliding door would be on the left side, because my sliding door is on the right side and the steering wheel is on the left side. So yeah. Catch up on some comments here. Alrighty, brother Eric. You have a good day at work. Have fun. Don't get too overwhelmed. I'm pretty sure you can send me a link, Gomez, right on the comments here on the YouTube. As soon as my video is processed and uploaded here, you can comment once again and leave a link, I do believe. Yeah. Yes. And a lot of VW buses, like especially my year or my style and down, like to the split windows, a lot of people don't restore them. They'll get them in working order, because when you restore them or paint them, they actually decrease in value. The more the rust, the more the value, as they say. So yeah, that's the deal on VW buses. But then the ones that are completely restored, of course, are people who just want to restore them because it's, they will never get rid of them, or they bought them and they're so far gone that they have to be restored. But once they get restored, they're worth quite a bit of money. If I was to completely restore this VW bus to factory specs and conditions, I can probably get $25,000-$30,000 out of it. But that's not going to happen, because it's not worth $25,000 or $30,000. It's priceless to me. This is my home. I've owned it 18 years. I look forward for another 18 years. I look forward to, when I'm gone from this plane of existence, that it's going to sit in a museum somewhere, because I'm pretty sure my nieces or nephews, or if I have kids at the time, I don't think they'll be digging a VW bus. I don't know. I want it to be in a museum eventually, after I'm away, gone from this plane. I want it to be in a museum. Oh, no kidding, funeral host? Well, that's a quinky dink. I had a 73 VW bus. Yes, I sure did. In 2005, there was a VW bus in Ponca City that's been there for a while, and the owner finally put it up for sale. And well, he was getting ready to put it up for sale, and I so happened to come along and deliver some auto parts there where he was at, and kind of asked about it. He goes, well, heck, I'll sell it to you. So I bought a 73 Westfalia bus. It's the same setup on the inside as this one, but the engine was different. The engine was what they call the pancake engine, or the Porsche engine. It actually had the same engine as the original Porsche 911s had in it. So my friend Daryl and I, we completely redid the engine. And when I moved to California in 29, I made the mistake, the total stupid, that's what it was, a stupid mistake of selling it. Yes, it got me my apartment. It got me into living in Southern California, because the living is so high. If you're getting my apartment was $1,000, so I had to pay $1,000 for the apartment for the first and second month's rent, and then another $500 security deposit. So that's $2,500 that I had to fork out just to get a small itty bitty one-bedroom apartment when I lived in Southern California. Where did you say it was? The VW bus, it's in California. When I moved to California in 2010, I took it with me to sell it. That was a mistake. Yeah, 64 Cadillac. That's cool, brother. Heck yeah. Yeah, it can happen. If you overprice them, it can definitely backfire. It can definitely backfire. Mm-hmm. I need to get me some, heat my coffee up here. Hold on. Give me a freshie. Put me some freshie in. Oh yeah. Wakey, wakey, wakey. All right. I usually just want to make 2 cups. I'm happy about that. The guy started counting out cash, huh? Yeah. But then you got to worry about if that cash is totally legit, you know. So all kinds of stuff happened. When I bought this VW bus in 2000, it was August of 2000. I do believe it was August of 2000. I gave the dude $600, 600 crisp $100 bills, and that's unheard of today. You can't even buy a transmission for this bus for $600, let alone a whole VW bus, and it was running. Let alone it needed engine work. It was running. You always had 60s cars. This is technically a 70s bus, so it would be a 70s bus, even though they started this body style in 68. 68. No, Mr. Ranger. No, Mr. Ranger. What you doing? You just chilling? You ready to go get your Ranger pills today? Maybe play a little disc golf? Work and play some disc golf and Ranger pills? Yeah. Oh, Bubba. So yeah, that's my plans for the day. Just go to work until 1. And then after work, I will go take Ranger to the vet, and then I really do hope I can get a little disc golf squeezed in, because it is going to get cold after today. I work all day Saturday, and then Sunday, if it's not raining and I'm still here and I'm staying up here staying at the bus and not seeing my family, I'll go wash my clothes at the Route 66 laundromat and play a little disc golf if it's not raining. But I need to work on my P.O. box. There's a P.O. box office there at the Route 66 cleaners there in Oklahoma City, so I really would like to get a P.O. box so I can get all my stuff sent to me and what I need to do, you know. Quit making that sound after. That sounds. Oh, the coffee. It's good stuff. It's good. Till they see him. Keep Ranger in the car. Is that what you're saying? Time. 6:19. Little coffee talk with my friends. So yeah, I'm super stoked that I got my 4G network. Yes. The $40 that I spent for the last prepaid thing kind of just went down the tubes, and they even explained that to me on the phone. They're like, we can't reimburse you or nothing like that, and I was like, I understand. I really do. But the way I look at it, after going through all those shenanigans and hecklers of AT&T, That's what I'm gonna say. AT, because that's who I was going through. I'm happy to be going through some prepaid service. No, Ranger Dog don't get nervous. He likes going to the vet. He likes to see all the animals that's there. Because Ranger, he likes animals. He just loves all animals. He likes to chase squirrels because he likes to see them run. But if he gets close, he'll completely stop because he's like, whoa, I'm getting close to a squirrel. What am I gonna do? But Ranger Dog loves all animals. He's such a loving dog. Yes, he is. No. You don't have unlimited 4G in Tennessee, brother funeral host? Is it like I live way out, my bus here is way out here in the boondocks, and the cell towers send the 4Gs out. And I got this whole dealio through the dollar store. Like, they had the phone at the dollar store, they had the plans at the dollar store. So that's how I got started, through the dollar store. And then I just called the phone number last night to re-up, what they call re-up in your minutes. So hopefully this, and I'm pretty sure it's through T-Mobile. It's track phone. It's all through T-Mobile. And it's not bad. I mean, I paid out the wazoo for the phone that I'm using here for you guys because it's my Samsung. It's the Galaxy. The Galaxy 7, and it's the Active, so it's a very good phone. Very good. So that's why I'm linking it to that phone and using it, to do my vlogging and my live stuff, because this phone is not too good. I mean, it is. I mean, it really. I mean, it is. The video quality on the camera on it. The video quality on the camera, I was trying to unlock it. I was like, I forgot. It's not too good. So like when it comes to vlogging with this camera or going live, it won't be very good. So that's why I like linking it up to there. And I can use it as a hotspot. I could have got unlimited 4G data without the hotspot for $50, but for $10 more, which was 60, I got the hotspot. So as soon as I get my laptop, by the way, my laptop crashed 2 weeks ago. I got the blue screen of death on it. So I need to take my laptop in. I have a friend that might be able to fix it, because I was going to start gearing up for that vlogger show. Oh, that says very bad connection on my end. Oh, that's probably because I just signed in to my YouTube on this phone. So it's using double the data. Oh, wow. Man, I've been to funeral hosts. I've been to Tennessee a couple times. A little place called Manchester, Tennessee. It's just south of Nashville. I went to a music festival there. A little music festival. Just a little music festival with 800,000 people. 80,000 people. Sorry, 800,000. 80,000 people. A little music festival called Bonnaroo. Bonnaroo. I don't know if you ever heard of Bonnaroo. I went in 2003, and 2004 in this old VW bus. Good time. Let me tell you, good time. So yeah, like I said, you can go on the old YouTube here on this phone and check stuff out. I mean, the YouTube quality is pretty decent. This is what I use when I'm at work to listen to, like Dave Hughes and his talk, or when Mark's on, or who's ever on. If Rob's on from Michigander Man, I'll try to listen. Oh, you're up on the most HTC. Yeah, they get old fast. Yep. Well, I'm just using this as a phone and a mobile hotspot. I mean, other than that, it is what it is. So yeah. We got everybody on the YouTube. There's going on. We got NHL blogs doing question and answer time. I checked this out last night. The Barnacle, Miami's oldest. Yeah. I think that's what I think that's her channel. Super enthused. I just seen that last night, the Barnacle House, because I remember hearing something about it when I was a kid, and I visited my uncle in Florida. It's supposed to be super haunted, by the way, but I watched her video last night, and it was a pretty good video. Super enthused. So it was groovy. But that's what I like about this. You know, like I can utilize it to listen to, you know, the vlogs at work, because this on my Samsung, the speaker is like right by the bottom end by the charging port, so it gets muffled a lot. And for some reason, when I have that in my pocket, it changes videos. I can't lock it and just listen to it. Gotta keep an eye on the time. 7:27 here. 7:27 after the hour in your neck of the woods. Hey, good morning, Yvette. Good morning. I got my 4G. I got my coffee. I got my 4G back. I am super stoked. That yes, I could have waited till the 27th and just re-upped to my service, because my $40 service plan was going to go out on the 27th. But I bit the bullet, said heck it, I want to do it for my friends and all my viewers and spend the $60 and get my 4G back. But I want to make sure I had my finances all in order before I made that decision. Because I mean, I have a roof over my head. I'm cool on that. I always got a roof over my head. I got a little food in my pantry down there. A little food in my pantry. There's some Ranger food. I got some food in my pantry. So I was set. All I needed was like some drinkable water, just some little things to get at the store. So I went ahead and made the $60 purchase last night and did that. I am doing groovy. I'm getting ready to go to work soon. Today's a half day work for me because I got to take Ranger to the vet, get his medication renewed. He's going to have his little blood work done, check up and whatnot. I was supposed to do it this coming Saturday, but I was asked to come into work. So, and the vet closes at noon on Saturday. So that's why I decided to do it today. I couldn't ask for a half a day off Saturday because Saturday is a big work day for everybody. We're like getting the warehouse cleaned and looking in tip-top shape, because the head honcho, the man himself, the CEO of the company, is coming down and hanging out in our neck of the woods. So we got to make it look good. And I was asked to do a big painting job, and they asked me to come in. I'm a temp agent still. I haven't been hired on through the company permanent yet. I'm still a temp. So they asked me, the temp, to come in. But you know, they're already paying the temp agency more than what they're paying me. And when it comes to 5 hours on Saturday that at least we'll be working, I'll be working 8 hours. But after 3 hours, I'll be on time and a half, because like I said, I got to miss like 3 hours of work today. So from CNN New York, it says 4 a.m. something. They're 5 something in New York. 4 it's 5, like almost 5:30 in the morning, or 7:30 in the morning in New York. It's in Southern California, it's like 4:30 in the morning. So, or in Gomez's neck of the woods, Seattle, It's 4:30 in the morning. I got my coffee. Coffee time in the old VW bus. Well, I when I was young, I wasn't that much of a coffee drinker. But I quit smoking cigarettes when I turned 30, and that was 11 years ago. So, after I quit smoking cigarettes, and well, a few years after I quit smoking cigarettes, it was like 2 or 3 years, I started getting into having coffee. I liked coffee. I liked percolating coffee. I liked the smell of coffee. And so I'll have 1 or 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and that's it. Sometimes I used to go to the big Star name store, has a star or something in it, but I started finding out their coffee didn't give me the buzz like it did when I made homemade coffee. So it's all about the wake up goodness and all that jazz. So I started doing my own coffee, and I just do Folgers. You know, I'm a Folgers man. I'm sorry, and that's what it works for me. So. Just reading comments here, keeping an eye on the time. To make sure I got everything in order. Like I said, I'm gonna bring down the topper. I'm gonna bring the topper down before I leave, because it's been really windy out in my neck of the woods. The wind has died down a little bit. Here. Yeah, it's still dark too. It's about 40 degrees this morning, 42. All right. So, gotta make sure I got everything in order. So, give me some candy, Divinity candy. So when I bring the topper down, it's going to be all good. 11 degrees there. It's going to be like that here in a couple days. By Sunday, that's what they're calling for around here, like 11 degrees. It's going to be super cold. Has a 1 at time shot. I do the press. Loud. Man, I need to find out what's going on. We grind our own. Oh, you guys grind your own? That's cool. Yep, it's not. I mean, it's cold out there with the wind. It's 40 something. Yeah, we use Fahrenheit, 41 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. But yeah, it's 41 degrees Fahrenheit, 40, 42, something like that. That's what, in here in the old VW bus, it's a comfortable, it's a comfortable 70 degrees. 68, 70 degrees, something like that. So it's not too bad in the old VW bus. What you think, Mr. Ranger? Hey, good morning, Robinia. Top of the morning. Thank you for joining me in the old VW bus. Grab yourself a cup of coffee. Wakey, wakey, hang out in the old VW. The old VW. So yeah, I'm just having some coffee, hanging out. Got my topper, well, I'm getting ready to bring the topper down here in a little bit, but it's all cleaned up and ready to go. Because it's super windy today, and I don't want the wind to shift. I mean, this thing has been up in some really gnarly wind, but I don't ever want it to be torn up from the wind, because the wind here in Oklahoma can get gnarly. You know that there's a song written about it, about the wind comes sweeping down the plain or the prairie, something like that. It could get gnarly here. Foggy in Houston, huh? Oh yeah, you guys are right next to the ocean. Are you guys getting some of that ocean fog, or is it just fog from it being moist? Seems like if you live next to the ocean, you get that ocean fog at night sometimes. For you fine folks is probably wondering, that's my dad. Back in the late 60s, my dad was a rodeo guy. He would ride bulls, and that's what he did, was ride bulls. He was a bull rider. Yeah, my dad gave that to me about 6 months before he passed away. So that goes everywhere. Ocean fog, yep. Nothing like that ocean fog. When I lived in San Francisco, I used to work and live in San Francisco for a while, and I always loved watching that fog, because that fog would like slowly roll in. You'd see it roll up and over, and I loved hanging out there. I lived in not Golden Gate Park, Candlestick RV Park. I was a fleet manager for an RV rental company. My boss had a couple parking spots there at the Candlestick RV Park for his clients, and he utilized one that always had an RV in it at all time, and I would stay in those RVs, clean them, clean the ones that were moving in and out, and that's what I did. I stayed in everything from an itty bitty RV to like a big fancy dancy RV. At Candlestick RV Park and also Las Vegas RV Park. I flew between the two. I'd fly, did a lot of flying and driving. But yeah, I'm a Southern California boy. When it would get foggy there's a time of year in Southern California what they call May gray and June gloom. And it's that fog, it's that stuff that comes off the ocean and just kind of lingers for a while. But the good thing about all that, it always burns off, by like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. How many cups do I go through the whole day? Just these two. Just these two. When I worked, Yvette, when I was working for that RV rental guy, he was Dutch. He was from the Netherlands, and that guy liked to drink coffee. He'd be, "Hey Brett, let's make coffee." And he wasn't drinking just coffee, it was espresso. And he would drink, sometimes we'd have two or three of those an hour. I'm serious. I'd be right in the middle of working, and he'd get stressed out over something, or he'd come and get me, and I'd have to have a cup of coffee over it with him, and we'd discuss it. Sometimes I would leave, and this is in Ventura, California, where the main all the RVs mainly hung out. That's why I liked when I stayed in Frisco and Las Vegas. But when I was hanging out there trying to get work done, it was making coffee like every half hour, it seemed like. And I would come, by the time I left work, I was so geetered out from caffeine that sometimes I would be literally sick to my stomach from it. Like, I was like, man, I don't know how them Dutch folks drink, those European folks, man, especially the Dutch, drink that much caffeine, man. Woo! Yeah, it had me pretty much going. But now, to answer your question, Yvette, it's 2 cups of coffee in the morning. If I don't make coffee in the morning, I'll stop at 7-Eleven and grab me one of those cups, you know, that equals about 2 cups of coffee. That's it. Like I said, I don't want to be all geetered out through the day. 6:40. Oh, okay, folks. 6:40. I will say my goodbyes here in about 5 minutes because I gotta get everything loaded in the Jetta. Yes, I drive a 2013 Jetta. Unfortunately, it's something I don't want. My ex-wife during the divorce was supposed to take over the loan and whatnot, get that all transferred in her name, and of course she didn't. So I got stuck with the Jetta, and I've been fighting that Jetta since I got it back. She got behind 6 months in payments, and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I've been trying to catch up on those payments ever since then, and when I miss a couple payments, the loan people freak out on me. They totally freak out, and they've been threatening to do the repossession again. And I'm like, you know, so I got it set up in a crazy plan right now, so that at least I get to keep the car. Even though people say just get it repoed. I need that credit line. I just want that credit line. That's all I want. And so that's the only reason I'm keeping that Jetta. And I utilize it to drive back and forth to work. That's it. I live in a VW bus and I drive a VW Jetta. I wish VW would just give me one heck of a break. Uh-oh, what Gomez Adams say? What phone am I using now? I'm using my Samsung. Because the Netherlands, yeah. Well, get yourself a cup of coffee, Rob. I'm just catching up on the comments. Yeah, Rob, get yourself some coffee. Some coffee. It's gone. It's gone. So what I'll do is I'm going to bring down the topper here. And in order to bring down the topper, I got to release some pressure in the VW bus because it has some decently good seals still. So I got to open that up. And here, this is what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to sit you straight up. And then I just pop those down. I'll hold it with my head a little bit, and I'll bring in the canvas so the canvas ain't getting stuck anywhere. And down she goes, and I'll latch it down. I got latches here. Sorry about that, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I got these latches here that latch it up. And I just replaced these about 3 months ago, so they're still stiff. And that's it. I'll bring it down. There's back down to a good old bus again. So yeah, that's the dealio. So yeah, Mr. Ranger, we're about ready to leave. Oh. Ruthie, good morning. Good morning. I was just getting ready to head to work. I'm glad you stopped in. Yeah, I was getting ready to go start the Jetta, let it warm up a little bit, and then head to work. It's a short work day again for me, or not again, but it's a short work day for me, and then I take Mr. Ranger to his vet. So thank you everybody for hanging out with us this morning. It's been most excellent coffee talk with kind folk, kind talk, kind times. Thanks for everybody for hanging out. I love all my brothers and sisters. You guys are so groovy. Whoa. Almost dropped. I gotta get a good a good tripod for this, so I don't drop you guys. No more dropping shenanigans. So I love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with Ranger Dog and I. As always, stay tuned for my Type 2 vlog. It's a daily vlog that comes out every day, every evening. A little snippets of my life. Love one another. Be kind to one another. Be grateful for every single moment of the day, because you just never know when those moments and people change and things change. I love you guys. Be safe out there on this wacky Wednesday. Peace, love, and Volkswagen always, 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 always Volkswagen grease.